Multiplication Roundabout is a game for 2 to 4 players to develop the rounding strategies for multiplication. What you need is playing board, and instead of a transparent counter, I'm using whiteboard markers. So there's your playing board and a number street board and 9 counters for each player. Well, those 9 counters for us is going to be whiteboard, and last will be the die labeled 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and choose on its faces. So a blank die that you can write on with, I would rather wet erase, then you can change and use it for other games as well. The first player to cover all the circles on their board wins. Okay, so there's room for 4 players, and obviously you could go more, but why would you? Alright, so you roll your die and move around that many circles clockwise until a new number is landed on. If a choose is rolled, the player can choose the number in the die number in the range of 5 to 9. The player multiplies the number landed on by the number on the die. They then cover the circle on their number street board that matches the range in which the answer occurred. For example, 6 times 43 equals 258. Therefore, circle covered would be between 250 and 300. 250 and 300. This is between them. So if your result lands in there, there you go. Now, obviously in doing this, we need to have some proficiency in multiplying at this level. So a large dotty array or base 10 blocks would be ideal to have around. Finding the actual result is a way to start this game. Later on, they should be able to have the level of multiplication and to estimate directly. All right, let's see how I would try to work it. So I'm going to get to go. I start here, roll. I've rolled a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm multiplying. Seven groups of 51. Now, it so happens I made this large dotty array 50 long, so I would just have to add 1 on the end. So 51 and get 7 groups of it, so a whole by 3. And that first estimate, I know my number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 or less than 500. Actually, 3, 6, 90 and 60, 150, less than that. Okay, what would our students be getting to do? Well, we'd be wanting them to see 7 times 50 plus 7 times 1. They're seeing it, building the part whole, that there's 7 there, plus all of that. Well, how are they doing 7 times 50? Well, hopefully they are knowing that it's 7 groups of 5 tens. That idea being 7 groups of 5 tens and dealing with it in whichever way first they want. I would be pushing the 35 tens. Okay, so they can get to 350 and add the 7. might as well write it the way we've organized it. Of course, you're going to investigate different ways they can get to that. Now, the result is 357. They get to then color in. Oh, well, yes, it was going to be somewhere between 350 and 400. Come back. We knew right away that it was less than 400, or less than 500 on the number line. And we took the 150 off. And that got us to, if we wanted to be perfectly accurate, we would have put 7 back on to get our 357. So we knew it was going to be about 350. That's starting to build our estimating. Okay, then it would be the next person's roll. They rolled a 7. Just because, let's roll something different. 7, 8, 9. They start at 42, and they're doing 42 with a 9. What are they doing? 9 groups of 42, or 42 groups of 9. I'll be doing 9 groups of 10, 20, 30, 40, 2, and blocking it off. 9 42s. Well, I can see that line, even though the camera can't very well, so let's pull out the black. So we see the 9 groups of 40 plus these 9 groups of 2. If they're noticing what that is, if they know 4 9s, 9 4s, therefore 360, excellent. That's where we want them to get to, where they should be working when they're in this one. They should also be seeing that I could have noticed that that would be just like 1, 2, 3, 400 less 10, 20, 30, 40 plus our 18. Or they could know that it has to be at least 400, but it takes 20, 40 to fill up that far, and that's only 2 10s, so it won't be 400, it'll be less than 400. Okay, so we know they're getting less than 400. What are they getting exactly? Well, they can have their 9 groups of 42 by finding 9 40s and 9 more 2s. Where's that on the number line? Well, it's between 350 and 400. Since I've mentioned the number line, we would actually encourage the discussion and seeing that on our own number line multiplicatively. Well, our 940s got us to 360, and then we just need the 9 2s, which was 18 more. Okay, seeing in different ways is really, really good. This is a great game. You can, you're getting to see, when using arrays, you're getting to see both area model and discuss linear, okay? Number line model. Okay. I don't recommend using the counters. They slide, they're irritating. Photocopy on cardstock, shove it in a good, I really like these thicker quality but glossy finish sleeves. They erase really nicely and they take a beating.